Oh, dame.
I'd like to have you aboard. Now, this is the Key West Aquarium. Let's get started. WPA project, one of the very first on the island. Now, inside the aquarium, you can actually pet the sharks, you can pet the stingrays inside that building. Very unusual to be able to put your hands on this type of sea life. But that's what the aquarium's all about. Touch, touch, and feel. Now, this is called building number 1, the very first building they built here on the old Navy base. Now downstairs, that's where they stored all the coal for the steamships, downstairs. Now upstairs, what they call the sailmaker's loft, right on the 2nd floor. Now we're going to roll right up what we call Whitehead Street, right here. Lots going on up on Whitehead Street, as we're going to show you here. Right on the right, that's our old customs house, that beautiful red brick building. A lot of local artwork is on display inside that place, so if you want to go in and check it out, just because of the age of the building, it's a very cool place to do so. Now coming up, a big story for you. Mel Fisher, local guy, lived in Key West, searched for a treasure, 16 years, and finally one morning, just 30 miles off the coast, the guy finally found what he's looking for. He's been looking for a Spanish galleon called the Atocha. And then finally, he finds a gold bar. Next to that gold bar was a pile of silver bars. From that point on, he found another Spanish galleon. So in this building right there, folks, there's over $400 million worth of treasure on display inside Mel Fisher's place. That's where they sold the very first international ticket for the very first international flights anywhere out of the Americas. In 1927, they flew from Key West to Havana, Cuba. Now, these people are saying hello to y'all. They're sitting there having a couple of early morning libations. This is called Kelly's Southernmost Brewery. Now, this is owned by Miss Kelly McGillis. She starred in the movie Top Gun with Tom Cruise. She owns the place. She lives here in Key West. Now, you remember a guy named Robert Frost? Remember Robert Frost? Well, that's his old cottage right there at the end of the driveway. And the Pirate's Well is right here. Now, this is the very first source of fresh drinking water. Right there, the Pirate's Well. Now, we're coming up onto a important man. Now, this was the very first elected health official in the state of Florida. This guy's name was Dr. Joseph Yates Porter. This is his mansion right here. And this is the guy that eradicated yellow fever. Now, yellow fever, everybody knows yellow fever killed people. But nobody really knows how it killed you. Let me tell you how it killed you. About 30 days after you got stung by a mosquito, you would get really sick and then you would start bleeding out of every orifice of your body. Torturous, pain. That's when you would die. This guy saved the day, Dr. Joseph Yates Porter. Now we're coming up on the Curry Mansion on the left. This guy came to Key West from the Bahamas in the late 1800s. Now, can you imagine this? He built this mansion for $5,000 bucks.
Oh, wow.
Back in 1887. What a value, huh, guys? Now, we're coming up onto a building. Let me tell you a quick story. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. The size of Key West originally was just 1.5 miles by 1.5 miles island. Pretend this is Key West. Now, the Army Corps of Engineers came here. They dredged around the island, and they pulled up a material from the seafloor called marl, M-A-R-L. They stretched out the size of Key West to make Key West today 4 miles by 2 miles wide. But also, they went ahead and built this building right here with that material as well. Now, this is one of the largest coral rock buildings in the whole world. It's made out of that material called marl. Now, being that it's coral, take a good look at it because you're going to see 1 million fossils in the exterior of this building, of course. This is our United States Federal Building, home of Customs and Immigration here in Key West. Let me show you where some good fossils. Right here. Now I see somebody with a Boston Red Sox hat on. Congratulations to the Red Sox world champs. Now let me tell you a little story. If you're in Boston, you go out to a nightclub. I don't care what city you're in. They're going to check you. In this day and age, they check you for weapons. Right? That's the world we live in today. They check you for weapons. They check your ID, see if you're 21. Let me tell you how it worked back in the day, early 1900s. Same thing. But the difference was when they checked you for a weapon, if you didn't have a weapon, they would actually give you a weapon. At the door, yeah. They called it to defend yourself. Right here, the Red Door Saloon, nicknamed the Bucket of Blood. Once a week on average, somebody got murdered inside this bar. Right there, yes indeed. This is Pepe's, one of the oldest eateries on this island, 1909, folks, 1909. Okay, we're coming up on what time you guys leaving town? What time?
5:30.
Let me tell you something you guys can do. I'm a history buff, so I enjoy this. You guys buy your tickets for the trolley. With your ticket, you can come over here to this booth over here. Thanks, man. Over to the booth, right over here. All you gotta do is show them your ticket. Tell those people you want to go into Flagler's Florida East Coast Railroad Museum. And that costs you nothing. It's free of charge with your ticket. So there's the booth. There's the staircase that gets you in the museum. But I don't want you to do it yet because I want you to ride all the way around the island with me.
Okay, but they took our ticket off.
What do you mean they took your ticket?
They took it.
Who
Give
took
us
your
sticker.
ticket? Let me see what you got. Hold on, hold on.
For the sticker.
Oh, well, your sticker will work just as well,
Okay.
certainly. Oh, yeah. This is stop number 2, Max Sea Garden. Stop number 2, folks, is right here. Okay, does anybody want to get off here, too? You guys are hanging around today with...
Yeah.
Sawai is my name,
Who are you?
and I'm happy to have you all aboard. What's your name, kid? What is it? Amber, give me one right there. How you doing? You my co-pilot?
Yes.
I'm glad to have you aboard. Glad to have you. Okay. Now what we're going to do, I don't have many prizes, but I do have a couple of prizes. So what we're going to do is have a little fun here. Down here we have what we call a seascape. Done by a guy named Mr. Wiley. He's got a gallery on the Ball Street. He's a famous artist. He does these beautiful seascapes around the world. Matter of fact, he has one on the Great Wall of China. Now let me tell you something. Well, let me ask you something. How long do you think it took Mr. Wiley and 4 other artists to do this whole seascape? Does anybody have any idea?
2 days.
2 days. A little bit more time. Take a guess.
4 months.
4 months less.
1
1
month.
less.
1 week. 1 week.
1 week. Who said a week back there? Here you go. Throw that back to that young lady, will you? Yeah, nice job. Congratulations. Thanks for your participation. That's right. 1 week is all it took him to do that mural. Pretty crazy, huh, guys?
Yeah.
Now we're going to run into a little traffic jam up here, it looks like. But that's the fun of it, isn't it, guys?
What are they building?
They're building a 92-room waterfront extravaganza here, guys. It'll be a heck of a hotel when they're finished with it. Yeah, beautiful piece of property, huh? Now, right straight ahead of us is the schooner Western Union. This is the flagship right here of the state of Florida. What a ship. This beauty laid cable from Key West to Cuba. It's a 130-foot long wooden vessel, and this is what we call Lazy Lane Way. Down here on the right is the Schooner Wharf Bar, where happy hour starts at 7 o'clock every morning, 7 a.m. And they call it 2-for-1 cocktails. They call it the Breakfast Club in Key West. Ever heard of James Bond?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to Key West, made a movie here called License to Kill. Right out here on the historic seaport is where he filmed a lot of the movie. So if you go rent it, you're going to see the seaport, You're going to see Mallory Square, and you're going to see Hemingway's house in the film. How about Jimmy Buffett? That's Jimmy Buffett Sound Studios, right there here in Key West.
Right here.
In this little unassuming building, yeah, man. And by the way, shoplifting in Key West, especially in this store right here, is okay. Yeah, you guys go in and help yourselves. Anything you want. Anything you help yourselves. Anything you can carry out. Anything you can take home with you.
Don't listen to him. That's not what he says.
Come and see her. She'll take good care of you, huh, guys? You know what's funny? Check this out. Every day I come by, look at this. Let me get my change. Honest. Let me get my change. I love you. Come and by and see her. She'll take good care of you guys. Now this is Kermit's world famous key lime pie right here, guys. #1 key lime pie in Key West. Everything inside the shop is made out of key lime, by the way, man. Check it out. Right here. Now there was a fire here in 1886. The fire spread so fast, it got so hot. A quarter of this island burned completely down to the ground, and I mean everything gone. It turned to dust. It got so hot, so radiant, the heat. People had nowhere to go. They ran and jumped into the ocean, stood in the water, and watched everything they owned burn to the ground. Fire in 1886, folks. Now we're going to pull up to stop number 3. It's right here. Sloppy Joe's, Captain Tony's. Lower Duval Street, stop number 3. Look at this outfit. What do you think of this guy, huh? Happy Halloween, huh? What do you think of this guy? I love that parrot head outfit, man.
Margarita bill for you. Right.
Jimmy Buffett, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Buffett.
I don't know about that.
How you doing, KB, my friend?
Good.
I love it, man. I gotta tell you, you're cool. I love it. I'm telling you, you're something else, buddy.
Is 500 the ball.
You're 1 in a million, Bill.
Okay.
1 in a million.
Get yourself a cheeseburger in paradise.
You got it. I'll tell them all about it. Hey, you know something, young lady? Let me show you what the kids at Key West did. They took a seed. They planted the seed, and look what grew right over here. You see that pencil palm tree? See it over there? Pencil palm tree. You're not going for that, huh, Amber? Not going for that, huh? Okay. Sloppy Joe's. Captain Tony's Saloon. Captain Tony's was the original Sloppy Joe's. Hemingway's hangout, okay? Jimmy Buffett started his musical career in Captain Tony's, right over here, straight down the street. So you gotta, if you got time, check this out. Check that out down there. Make sure you stop in.
Sloppy Joe.
Captain Tony's as well, right over here, guys.
Oh, Sloppy Joe's, right? Anyway, here.
Thank you, but Lieutenant Governor William Pope Duval. That's where we got the name of this street, Duval Street. Boy, I tell you, all that guy had to do is sit for a minute, huh? These guys. How about we grab a couple cases of beer while we're sitting here? What do you think about that, huh? I think we earn them, right, guys?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, Coyote Uglies coming up here on the right-hand side. Nice job, thank you, sir. Now this is the newest bar on the strip, I should say, on Duval Street. This is Duval. And they're not open yet. Well, they must have had a rough night last night. Check this out, huh? Okay. We're rolling up to the oldest standing house in Key West, owned by a ship captain. His name was Captain Francis Wallington. Now I've got 4 daughters, okay? And I couldn't imagine how this guy did it. Imagine this guy raised 9 daughters in the oldest house right here with 1 outhouse in the backyard. Figure that out, man. Right here. That is it. When the girls went to school, all they had to do was walk over here. You can still see the bell hanging off the front here of the schoolhouse. Hey, can you guys make me a promise? Promise me that you'll, before you leave town, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, they open up the elevator shaft. This is one of the coolest things to do while you're here. It costs you nothing. You go in here, you get on the elevator, you take it to the roof. This building is 7 stories tall. It's the tallest building in Key West. And the best part about doing that is you can walk almost the whole perimeter of the top of this building. So that, you know, you got a camera, you like to take photographs, you can shoot the whole island from above here. So if you got a chance, make sure you do this, guys. Does anybody want to get off here at 4?
No.
On the way back.
You guys all right? God bless you, whoever sneezed back there. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you the hottest guy in Key West, okay? The hottest guy in Key West is right here.
He's shy.
He ignores me every day. Like, there we go. Oh, tips of the photo. Oh, I got you.
Oh, okay.
I got you. Now I see what's going on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. That's where you're going to go get that cheeseburgers in Paradises. Right here. This next stop is called the San Carlos Institute, man. This is all about Cuban history right here. Now, the #1 photographer in the whole world today is this guy right here. Peter Lick. So if you like photography, check this out, okay?
Peter Lick.
Now let me tell you a quick story. You see this place here?
Yes.
Let me tell you what they do. They take the dollar bills down from the ceiling and the walls every year. They package them up and they send them into something called the Wounded Warrior Foundation.
Oh.
Every year they do that, huh? Is that a good thing they do? I tell you what, I'm a big fan of that, man. Big fan. Now, if you can see it, I should have turned it off. But look at the top of this building right there. You see Walgreens?
Yeah.
Look at the top of it. You see that architecture? That's called Rococo. Rococo architecture. The reason why I bring that up, it's supposed to mimic buildings downtown Havana, Cuba. Now, this block, the 600 block, is all about this. You see right here?
Oh, yeah.
James Coleman's Gallery. You know, you got some of the greatest artists and authors in the world live here. So you got Coleman's place here. Also, right here you got the Key West Gallery. Then up on the right, you have Mr. Adam Scott Rod's galleries here. Check it out. And then you got Art Gone Wild, but this is the #1 gallery on the island. Right here. This is Wyland's place, guys, right here. Check it out, man. Beautiful, beautiful place. Okay, we're going to take a right down Angela Street. We're going to tell you a story about a guy. He was a black slave in Maryland. He escaped slavery, made his way as far as Key West, Florida. Met and married a beautiful girl, started a little farm. By the time this gentleman passed away, he was one of the richest, most wealthiest gentlemen that ever lived in the islands of Key West. And also, let me tell you something. You see this church right here?
Yeah.
This is called the Sandy Cornish Zion Church of God. This guy was such an instrumental man in the history of Key West. They named the church after the gentleman. But I want to show you something really cool. You see the eyeball in that stained glass window?
Yeah.
That's the Sandy Cornish Eye of God. Very unique. And I'll tell you what, they open the doors to the front of this place. If you get a chance, they welcome all you guys, all you visitors to walk in and check out the history and the beauty. So right here is Sandy Cornish Zion Church of God, guys. Very cool place. Very historical. Now this Bahama Village, the #1 restaurant in Key West is called Blue Heaven. That's right down Petronia Street. Right down Petronia Street in Bahama Village. Really cool shops. Also, this is stop number 5, Mr. Hemingway's house and the Key West Lighthouse. Trolley stop is number 5, folks, right here.
Where's Hemingway?
Hemingway's is up the street on the left-hand side. You can't miss it. You'll see it as soon as you get up there. You can't miss it.
We don't want to go.
Well, I don't want you to get off, you guys. Where you going, you guys, already? Where you heading? I'm gonna miss you.
See you later.
I hope to. I'm gonna miss you guys. See you all later. Have a nice time. See you later. Have fun. Bye-bye. Starting to get sad. Okay, how you doing back there? Everybody good? You guys all right?